And we welcome you back. I'm Rick Sanchez here at the world headquarters of CNN. Let me direct your attention. Johnny, be good if you could. I want to see that picture of this thing again because, again, it's the big conversation that people are talking about. Go on in there. Kevin Chu, look how he ends his statement. He says, referring to Palin, the mistress of the general non-answer. Here's why some people may be intimating that. Go ahead and lose that if you can. It's because of a series of interviews that she's done with Katie Couric. But I want to be fair. I'm going to show you one of those clips that people have been seeing, and then I want to show you the best of Sarah Palin. This is her as well in a debate in 2006 when she became the governor of her state. Let's start first, though, Roger, if we can, with the Katie Couric asking her about a Supreme Court case that she can recall or mention.
What other Supreme Court decisions do you disagree with?
Well, let's see. There's, of course, in the great history of America, there have been rulings that there's never going to be absolute consensus by every American. And there are those issues, again, like Roe v. Wade, where I believe are best held on a state level and addressed there. So, you know, going through the history of America, there would be others, but...
Can you think of any?
Well, I would think of any, again, that could best be dealt with on a more local level.
The word most people have used to describe that is rambling. Now, I want to show you another example. This is Sarah Palin in 2006 at a gubernatorial debate where she seems, watch, very concise, very cogent, talking about a complicated issue. I want you to see this one now.
If your daughter were pregnant or your son was involved in a pregnancy, what would be your reaction to, I mean, if it was before marriage or anything like that, what would be your reaction and advice to him or her?
Again, I would choose life, and certainly I'm quite confident here that you're going to be asking my opponents those same scenarios.
I will, but if your daughter had been raped, would that be something you would feel?
Again, I would choose life.
A very difficult topic. She handles it very well. Seems confident and gives a very short answer and doesn't get herself in trouble. The obvious question, Tucker Bounds, to you, and I'm sure you're expecting it is, which Sarah Palin will show up tonight?
Well, I think that the Sarah Palin that we've all come to know is going to show up here tonight. And I think what's most important is that these debate settings, unlike an impromptu interview, allow a candidate to talk about their record, allow the candidate to talk about their past and their life experience and how those things can translate into the type of public service that Americans expect and need right now. I think she has a unique story to tell because Governor Palin has reformed government. Like you know, she's made some serious changes.
Are you saying you're going to keep her away? Are you saying you're going to keep her away from complicated issues and just talk about her life story? Is that what you mean?
No. Rick, energy is certainly a complicated issue. She's going to talk about a variety of complicated issues. She talks about complicated issues. Running a state where you manage $10 billion and oversee thousands of employees and take on those issues that present themselves to voters and residents there in Alaska, there are a lot of complicated issues. Certainly more complicated than I face in a spin room, certainly more than a lot of journalists face. I think when you're trying to negotiate one of the largest, when you're trying to negotiate one of the largest infrastructural projects in American history, and the $40 billion pipeline that takes natural gas from Alaska down to the lower 48, those are complicated issues surrounding all sorts of things she's taking.
Tucker Bounds, you represent yourself well. Thank you, sir, for taking time to talk to us. Hey, listen, I'm sorry about the audio problem there at the beginning, but it looks like we got it fixed, right? All right, Tucker. Apparently it's back. All right, we're going to